Hey, Shiny, what's up? That alpha footage was rough. It very much was. And I mean, that's kind of one of the things I want to talk about. Did I close down Discord already? I closed down Discord already. That's kind of one of the things I wanted to talk about. Like, you know, it was super rough. It was very clearly... It wasn't even alpha, actually. Apparently it was pre-alpha. So, hey, STEM Games, how you doing? Very clearly it was pre-alpha. I mean, like, nothing really felt like it was shaded right. The lighting was not really done. There was a lot of coming soon signs just all over the place. But there were some really cool things that were there. Someone pointed out the robot's eyes actually light up when they target you. And that's one thing in general. I actually really liked the art style of of what they showed of Rehydrated. Like, you got to play... wait, you got to play me on had a minute to play the demo? Are you trying to say you got to play hands-on and play the demo for a minute? That's pretty cool. I mean, I know you didn't play me personally, so... but still... Shiny, I'm actually... I'm gonna go ahead and steal the pictures you posted to media. Discussion. You got to play the game. It was on a minute. Ah, gotcha. Well, that's pretty cool. I'm speaking purely from seeing footage. I've not personally played the game, but that's actually really cool. Let me see here. Ninja's my fave game. Well, no, I thought what STEM Games was saying is like they played me like in a versus sort of situation, and I was gonna be like, well, I mean, like, it's cool you got to play, but you know, sorry to break the bad news to you, or good news maybe, I don't know, like that wasn't me, because it was in German. First of all, it was in German, and there wasn't a lot that I could understand. But, one of the things I heard, which fascinated me to a very large degree, is they said, multiplayer. And from what I can understand, they said online and local. Which was curious. I like how SpongeBob Attack was cool. Gave a rainbow theme. I mean, the attack is kind of like, the attack's fine, but its radius is severely reduced compared to the original. You know, I really wish I had more time to plan this out. I totally would have actually had the footage. But instead, I'm gonna go ahead and post the photo that Shiny there posted in my Discord. Oh, it's at the top here. What am I doing? Here we go. So like this right here, let me see if I can make it bigger. Make the photo bigger. So like this right here, I don't even know, can you guys see my cursor when I move it over this photo? Is that an option? Can I turn that on? No. But I don't know, here, like, okay, so first of all, because I can use this just to Yeah, they nerfed SpongeBob a lot. There was a lot I liked about what they showed, and there was a lot I didn't like. You can get more images. I mean, I could just do a simple web search real quick, and it would probably yield a bunch of results. I'm sure right now, just everywhere is crazy with Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. Because, like, people are taking photos. Hey, Amanda. Like, people are getting photos and they're doing a bunch of stuff. The start screen has actually surfaced, which is slightly concerning because it has, like, a very early version of Robo Sponge on it. And it's like, but that's endgame. And it looks bad. That's the thing. Like, it looks bad. But giving the benefit of the doubt here, it is pre-alpha, so it is entirely possible they will fix it. So I'm willing to give benefit of the doubt here. Looks like it may be using a star instead of a bubble wand. So maybe you get different weapon wands, and you are able to switch between different wands. I don't know anything about that. For now, I'm just gonna say that's complete speculation. You say you played the game, so fair enough, but like for now, I'm just gonna call that speculation, as I have nothing to back that up, and I'm talking on my personal end here. So, but so yeah, like, I mean, I could go through and I found several images already, but like nothing of the start screen or anything specific. So good things. Let's start. Well, let's get the bad things out of the way. So one, the bubble wand attack appears to be shortened. Two, at least in the gameplay footage they showed, they didn't show ledge grabbing, but that could just be them utilizing the timer and like purposely. That could be them utilizing the timer and just purposely like like just focusing on the important gameplay aspects. That's entirely possible. There is definitely no bubble wand in midair. Like, you cannot attack in midair. And furthermore, well, I mean, not exactly. But, like, if you're using the bubble wand as you start to jump, you will, like, plummet down. I really hope they change those physics. Because I just don't know about that. Also, STEM, the flowers you were seeing is probably the shiny things. That's another thing. They changed the name from shiny objects to shiny things. Minor point. Okay, like, okay, yep. It's shiny things now. Fair enough. Let's see. So yeah, so bad things. Bubble, you can't really do bubble wand in midair. You can do it, like, as you're jumping, but, like, you cannot jump and then bubble wand. It essentially has to be bubble wand jump, and then you plummet down, so that's concerning. But maybe that's just pre-alpha stuff. I don't know. They had the socks there, and the socks were in bubbles. I just... I don't know about that. I feel like that's just so they don't have the magnetism of the original here. Because in the original, like, socks had a sort of pull to them, and you could do all sorts of things to abuse that. There are now me things. They're shiny things now instead of shiny objects. Oh, they're now me things now instead of me up. Yeah, yeah, shiny. I it was weird. So what like I saw the gameplay, but the main like the conduit through which I saw it was Shift's channel. Shift is the lead like he's the world record holder for the speedrun of this game in I think every category. Um so I'm pretty sure every main category, maybe some category extensions. I'm not quite so sure about that one. But certainly, I'm pretty sure every main category he's a world record holder. Yeah, Fernando. There's actually gameplay now. So that's there. Let me think. So Bubble Wand, Fernando, it was shown off at Gamescom. I cannot find a single official Twitch channel to do it. It's a bunch of people streaming them. Streaming it. One moment, guys. I'll be back. I'm back. And Ninja was never seen again. Yep. Wait, I hope you to work with THQ. You're working on a new SpongeBob game that is not being made by THQ, but sometime you hope to work THQ to create a AAA type of SpongeBob game that is part of an upcoming SpongeBob show. I guess that's not. Also, Shiny, yeah, same. The prequel? I don't know about that. No offense. I mean, best of luck to you. Godspeed. I hope that works out for you. So yeah, so the other things I hated. As Shift pointed out, it looks like there's like scripted knockback where like you're locked in for a bit, but it's not a prequel. Oh, it's not the prequel. You had to finish. Okay, I got it. You had to finish it because YouTube only allows so many characters. I'm trying to think of other bad things. Shiny objects did appear to have to, or shiny things did appear to have to actually fall and hit the ground if they come from an object before, or hit a surface. They have to land before they can attract you. I feel like that's just a rushed sort of thing. Shift said this, and I think it's really true. This really feels rushed. It feels like people nagged them to get something out there, so they just kind of threw something together really quickly. I would not be surprised. They only showed off jellyfish fields. Apparently, it's people are saying that there is a king jellyfish fight, so they do have at least, like, I guess, the first part of jellyfish fields and the king jellyfish fight. I don't know if they have all of jellyfish fields done. It would not surprise me at all if they do not have like anything else done at this point. It wouldn't. Maybe they have all of jellyfish fields done. It wouldn't surprise me to find out they only have the first area and king jellyfish. They should have kept the name shiny objects, rainbow flowers, because those name. I mean, it was the name in the past, but shiny things is easier to say. And I don't know what's different with rainbow flowers. But whatever. I don't know what the rainbow flowers were in the original. Unless you mean the things you bounce on. In which case, I actually like the design of those. But yeah, I mean, aside from it being super scripted gameplay, like, it was obvious it was very scripted gameplay. They didn't have any of the mini cutscenes, like where the barrels come up out of the water. That's supposed to be a cutscene. Although I wouldn't mind if things like that are not cutscenes in this remastered version. Just thinking here. As Shift pointed out, it's almost like it's running at 30 frames per second. I don't know if it is or not, but it certainly looked that way. It certainly felt that way. And, as he even pointed out, when he put it to 1.25 speed, it felt a lot better. So I feel like this was really just something they threw together last minute to get something out there. I don't even think, I think whatever gameplay they had for people to actually play at Gamescom. Not really. Red flower named a rainbow flower? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if those red flowers are what you're talking about and they were named rainbow flowers originally, it's far, far better to change their name. Unless they were called red flowers originally and now they're rainbow flowers, which I could see. Much better name for them now. But, let me think. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if the gameplay, whatever they had to play, whatever they threw together for people to play at Gamescom, it would not surprise me at all if, it wouldn't surprise me at all to find out that, it's really early stuff and really just thrown together quickly. And I would expect to see a lot changed. Good things I liked about it, because I think I'm basically at the end. Your fall is really wonky, and the bubble bash doesn't quite work. But again, I'm chopping this up to the rainbow flowers are shiny things. There is a rainbow flower you collect in game, and each flower color is based off the rainbow flower. That's why they're called rainbow flowers. I have played this game 1,000,001 times. I can 100% confirm to you there are no rainbow flowers. Unless that's something new they're adding to Rehydrated, there are no rainbow flowers in the original. There are purple ones, there are blue ones, there are red ones, there are, I think, green ones and yellow ones, but there are no rainbow flowers. Unless rainbow flowers is the general name that somebody gave to them, but those are called shiny objects. In the original, they're called shiny things now. So now if those, I mean, I could see where there's some translation, like in another language it's called something else and that translates to rainbow flowers when put into English. But here in good old US of A, they were called shiny objects. And there was no rainbow flower. You know, they reused the soundtrack and sound clips. There's one that looks like a rainbow, right? Except there's not. Stem, look, Stem. I've played this game probably, no joke, hundreds of times. No exaggeration. Hundreds of times. There is no rainbow flower. I 100% guarantee you there is no rainbow flower. Maybe there was in early beta footage. Maybe there is in the game's files. But in the actual game you can play, there is no rainbow flower. Yeah, I'm with Shiny on this one. Or you could be thinking of something else, but I guarantee you, in the original game, there is no rainbow flower. The one at the top of the screen? Oh. Oh, you're talking about that one. Yeah, well, if that's what you're talking about, that's fair. But, I mean, I just called that the shiny object. Like, that is the shiny object from which all other shiny objects spawned. That just seems to make the most sense to me. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but that just seems to make the most sense to me. And I'm sorry, you guys can't even see it because I've got this image here. Yeah, okay, well, I am gonna buy it, not just to try it. I will 100% the game. I know how to do about 98% of it the way the devs intended. So, I mean, good things I liked about the trailer. Shiny object where all other spawn, deep lore. Yeah. Good things I liked about the trailer. The robot designs and the art in general. I actually really liked it. The environment is pretty saturated, but I still think it's a really nice environment. The upgraded graphics are nice. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Fernando, I'm buying it and 100%ing it because I love this game. And I want to, like, first-hand experience what's different, what's the same, maybe test some things out. But that being said, if I have the money at the time, I do plan to do a giveaway of the game on whatever platform the winner chooses. You know, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, Steam, doesn't matter. The winner, I'll give away, if I have the money, I'll give away one copy. Along with separate from the copy I buy for myself. So, but yeah, thinking to good things. They kept the original sound files and sound clips. I actually really liked that. If they kept that the exact same, I would be fine with that. And only did new recordings or re-recordings where necessary. It wasn't even Shift who pointed it out. It was someone he had on stream with him. But instead of sand, like, let me go to Jellyfish Fields real quick. So when you go to Jellyfish Fields in the original, there's like this goo over here, and then there's sand all around. And Rehydrated changes that so it's water all around. The game's on a fair price. Yeah. It's what, $30, I think? Something like that. It's not bad at all. But in Rehydrated, it's water all around, and I think that's just to make sure death... Like, you know, when you die, it's not like... That's just to keep people from abusing the out of bounds. Because people did that with this first one. There are techniques in which you can go into Jellyfish Fields and then go out of bounds and, like, enter back through Bikini Bottom, technically, without actually going through the taxi pad. And, like, that allows you to get around all sorts of things. It's a very complicated way to skip the Robo Sandy fight. But yeah, I mean, instant death field, I have nothing to say. The physics are off, but I believe they're going to fix that. Yeah, I mean, and that's where I'm trying to stay positive. Like, it looks really good. Gameplay-wise, I think they're going to get it to 60 FPS by the time they actually ship it out. I think the physics will be improved. Obviously, the coming soon signs will be removed. Theoretically, lots of things should be worked out. So, benefit of the doubt. Overall, I think it looks really good. So, yeah, I'm trying to think if there was anything in particular that was there that I didn't. You can imagine doing a speedrun in multiplayer? I think it would be pretty fun. I guess my question is, when you do multiplayer, is it versus, co-op, or both? Like with the idea of both being you could choose versus or co-op. And if it's versus, can they spawn in multiple versions of the same spatula without, like, freaking out the game? Or alternatively, will there be special maps and things like that specifically for multiplayer? Maybe they're planning on keeping it at 30 frames per second? 30 frames? Pretty sure Fallout 4 did. I can't tell if that was a joke or not, Shiny. I feel like that was a joke. But, like, it just feels weird because everything looks so slow when you see the gameplay they released. And then you speed up the video to 1.25 speed, and it looks normal. It, like, very clearly, it is at least, like, at absolute minimum, it's at 30 frames per second. It's probably a little high. You can co-op, you can invite your friend to the level you're on and play it or speedrun it. That would be cool. It is interesting because, I mean, versus would be very interesting, but I feel like either you'd have to spawn in the same spatulas, like, repeatedly, in which case I feel like there's, like, that's gonna lead to some pretty heavy abuse and, like, glitches within the speedrunning community. Like, co-op is going to become a whole other thing. Or that's Versus, sorry. I was talking about Versus. Like, Versus is going to become its own thing. Or it's co-op, and, like, you can both work on separate areas of the level and collect spatulas. And, like, once the spatula is gone, it's gone, but it counts to the overall counter. But I feel like that's going to have its issues, too. Because you have to keep track of the same set of data for 2 players. Or more. What if there are 4 players? Yeah, Fernando, you absolutely. Patrick's stream is being restored. Squidward, Robo Squidward fight is being restored, and who knows what else is in the, was cut content or is new content they're gonna add. What if mods are gonna happen? Well, mods are absolutely gonna happen because it's on Steam. That's one of the things that Shift and his guests were talking about is Steam Workshop for this game is gonna be crazy. They said one of the first things people are gonna add in is cruise boosting. In which case, because it's a Steam Workshop thing, like, the problem with that is they'll have to create separate categories on the leaderboard more than likely. More likely than not, I mean. Not sure why they would keep it at 30 frames. It would not make sense. Seems like Fallout 4, but you never know. And then I'm trying to think. Yeah, Steam Workshop. That's what I was talking about. Steam. Shift and his guest were talking about, like, cruise boosting is one of the first things that's going to be added in, and I mentioned that would have to split the leaderboards because, not everyone is necessarily going to get the mods for the game and everything. I actually disagree. I'm going to disagree with Shift. So far, if I've said something Shift said or said something back that Shift said, it was always agreeing with him. I'm going to disagree here for a moment. The first thing I think people are going to add into the game is the ability to bubble wand in midair. I think they're going to break the physics. I think they're going to do whatever they have to. I think they're going to add bubble wanding in midair. The second thing I think people are going to do is basically make it so that... Actually, you know what? Hang on. I can sum all of this up. The first thing we're going to see, or one of the first things we're going to see from Steam Workshop for this game is classic engine, essentially. Cruise boosting, bubble wand in midair, regular falling, although maybe that's just the 30 frames per second. Like, all that good stuff. Because I was about to just go off and list several things, and it's like, why am I, like, if they're going to do one, they're just going to do it all. That's just how the community works. Also, the game looks so... Like, the game and gameplay shown looks so much better on PC. Like, on PC, it's vibrant, and it looks like the lighting's fixed, and it's not oversaturated. It just looks great. Sadly, guys, I do have to do something. So, I'm going to have to, like, break the stream up here. So, I'll be gone for 20-25 minutes or so. And then I'll come back and we'll just tack that on to the end of the stream. So, I mean, 34 minutes have gone by, which means it would be 25 before, which is 35. Yeah. I started at 5:35. I'll tally everything up and we will extend it so that it is a total of 7 hours I'm streaming. But for now, I have to do something. When I come back, we're going to stay on Battle for Bikini Bottom, and we're going to talk about, like, some of the tricks, glitches, etc. Things that can be performed in the original, things that definitely can't be performed in remastered, things that might not be able to be performed in remastered, and then, like, things that are kind of in a gray area, just overall, or things that are just unmentioned when it comes to Rehydrated. So, I will be back, guys, and I will see you when I get back. So, see you then.